He took me through Deuteronomy 28 and looked at the curses. So a lot of the things will be signs upon the people to see who the real people are. And the one that got me was the one about slavery and the one about black on black crime. And I was like, oh my gosh, these things are happening to our people. Then, we must be, it must be us. We must be the ones that they're talking about in the book. Then I'm seeing things in the book where it talks about the Israelites being black. Solomon saying he's black and comely. I'm like, oh, that's where black and beautiful comes from. So now it's all just starting to add up.
Yo, what's really good though? It's your girl Yezziyezzir, and you are locked into an episode of Hey Sis, but a special one because we got a special guest.
Come on, I go by the name of Boy Nash The Great. Make sure you lot check this one out, man. It's a special one.
Of course, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and follow because we're dropping you gems. We're giving you knowledge, okay? Stay tuned.
Bow. Jeremiah's talking to me. So Jeremiah's talking to me. He showed me Deuteronomy 28, all the scriptures, because it says that it will be a sign upon these people. So that's how you identify the people who it really is. So you look at the signs. If these signs follow these people, then it must be these people. Yeah, and one of them was slavery. One of them was black on black crime. One of them was being scattered amongst the nation. So when you look at a lot of black people, not all black people, but most of them have been scattered amongst the nation. So I'm piecing all this information, and then I'm looking at the Ashanti. So there's a town in Israel called Ashan, but in Ghana there's a kingdom called Ashanti. So Ashan meaning Ashan and T mean people, Ashanti. So I'm like, hold on a minute. And the Ashanti, the king, has a breastplate, and that's the same thing that the high priest of Israel, Aharon, had. He had a breastplate when you read it. So I'm like, all these things are similar. Then there's circumcision on the 8th day. Ashanti people do that. When women are menstruating, they're unclean and they don't come near the man. And this is all culture within the Ashanti. So I'm like, hold on a minute. This is all following to our people. Then when you look at the older maps, you have the coast of Judah. And it's like the coast of Judah is on the west of Africa. And I'm like, hold on a minute. Why is this the coast of Judah? And Judah is part of the tribes of Israel. Or Yasharel. So I'm like, hold on. So all these things are piecing within my mind. Even when you look at the word Jamaica, this is another theory that came up. Jamaica, so they're taking over to Jamaica now. And in Tree, when you say, there's a saying that goes Jamayaka. And Jamaica means, I think we're stuck. And that over the years has become Jamaica. Because when the slaves were taken over to, that's one thing that people don't know. When the slaves were taken from the west coast of Africa to Jamaica, a lot of them thought they were going to come back because slavery did exist. There was servitude. But the way the British and the colonized, they did it was not how we did it. We didn't do slavery like that, whipping people and ours was a different sort of servitude. So a lot of them that went there, they thought they were going to come back. So when they got there, and they stayed there for so long, they were like, Jamaica. And I believe that's how it became Jamaica in the long run. So a lot of them are taken over. Again, that's not proven, but in my head, that's just how it kind of made sense to me. So this guy's taught me all of these things. I've read a book called From Babylon to Timbuktu, and it talks about the Hebrews of West Africa. And then when you look at it, across the scriptures, all across it, the people are black. No one can dispute that. The people of the book are black.
Yeah.
And there's so many examples from Solomon saying, I'm black and comely. It's like, why would he say I'm black and comely? Like, why wouldn't he wouldn't say that if he wasn't black?
Yeah.
And then for them turning leprous when they turn white. How can you turn leprous? How can you be leprous as snow if you're already white? Do you get what I'm saying? So all those little pieces like that just kind of put me on this path. And I said, okay, do you know what? And I linked up with a guy called Nathaniel Shalom. So I was doing Saturday classes, lockdown, whatever, Saturday classes on Zoom. And they're just teaching me. I'm learning, and I'm grabbing everything as we go along. And then one day, I see Nathaniel Shalom talking about it. He's talking about the Easter stuff and all of this not being right and da-da-da, and it's swindled and da-da-da. And I'm like, rah! And then I end up going to his congregation. And then from there, the rest is history. I just went and I become a changed man. Like I remember even when we spoke to you, I spoke to you in the DMs on Instagram. You noticed that even our conversation, there might have been certain questions that you asked and I didn't want to answer because at that particular point, I was insecure. I wasn't fully myself. I was insecure in me. Do you get what I'm saying? But becoming, identifying who I am, finding my identity. 2 years on, I'm solid.
So what do you identify as now?
I identify as a follower of Hebrewic culture and tradition. So that's an Israelite.
Okay, so you're an Israelite. Because I feel like a lot of people, when you hear Israelite, they immediately think Israeli and then there's one image. As an Israeli person type of thing. So you're broadening the scope and the eyes of a lot of people who are like, oh, this isn't new. If anything, it's like coming right back. Yeah, because this is something that you're taking back what was already a culture or something that we were following as black people, some black people anyway. Because I understand some black people are still very comfortable with being Christian and being a Muslim, which is fine. But you're also reminding us of there's a lot more as well out there.
Because think about it. How I looked at it was this. Ribena, right? If I got Ribena in this cup, right? It's right. This is right. It's the strongest solution. If I pour water in it, it becomes diluted. Why would I dilute my Ribena? When you look at Christianity and you look at Islam and you look at the other religions, they are all diluted versions of Hebrew culture.
Okay, so you believe it even goes back further than Judaism then?
100%.
Okay.
100%. Well, some people like to say Judaism is Hebrew culture, but
that's how I was trying to.
Judaism is again. They're converts. They're converts.
So how does it take a part within your music? So has your music had to change? How you approach relationships? Does that change the type of woman you would even want to be with? Does that change now?
Facts. Because that's one of the reasons my relationship went.
Because I was going to ask about that. I didn't know if you're comfortable.
I don't mind. It's not even an issue.
Obviously, I remember the time around a certain year, and I'm like, oh, I don't think he's with his partner anymore. And I wanted to ask, was that because of the change?
It was part of it. I think I lacked a bit of patience at some points.
Okay, obviously, I respect the accountability.
She did what she did. There's things that I won't discuss here. But she did something that was very detrimental that you're not meant to do. And she did what she did. But I would take responsibility and say when I came into this knowledge and this truth, I was like a lion who hasn't eaten in like 50 days and is hungry. So I was just on this thing. I was just on this thing like day in, day out. I remember I did like a 30-day fast, just 6 to 6 every day. I was on this thing, like my mind, I wanted to connect because I believed there was more. So I was on this thing. So parts of me was kind of like, get with the program, man. You know, come on, darling, get with the program. And then she got with the program for a bit. She came to one of the Shabbats and whatnot. But deep down, that's not what she was. She's more into Kemetic side of things. She's more into, I would deem as witchcraft or magic or you know them things like the pots and the crystals and get me and then sometimes she's praying to things I don't know who she's praying to. I'm getting so exactly
because
so when you're polar opposites, it's just one day gonna go. But in all honesty, I'm happy though. I'm happy I got out of that because I'm becoming the best version of myself. Like I take off my glasses, I'm happy. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, I am so happy. Like I've become just a joyous person. Do you get what I'm saying? So it did take a toll on people I interact with. But I was never someone who really linked up with bare people. I've always been to myself. I think I was a bit shy. And I didn't really fit in. Like what people talk about and that they don't really like. I like deep conversations. I like to dive in, and a lot of people, not in a horrible way, but sometimes are a bit shallow or a bit, and it's like, I don't want to have a conversation about girls and about like Love Island and unfortunately I don't, innit? Football and it doesn't really tick my box.
It's okay,
That's it. I'm deeper. So I need deeper people to connect with. So I have a select few of people, Leon, Don, Mac J. These are my good friends I can just connect with. So I wasn't really connecting with a lot of people, which I don't really do in the first place. But it did change my thought process, how I do music. So now, my music is more devoted to the Most High. That's how I look at music. I don't look at music as a career path no more. And that saved me because I was getting depressed looking at music as a career path. I was getting depressed. I was getting sad.
That's because it takes a lot out
That's
of you.
ironic you're saying that, because I literally just saw a post of someone else that was in the music industry before us, and like they were getting the come ups, but now they feel like they got to a point where they felt like they were just stagnant and getting pushed back and blah blah blah, and they realized like it kind of ended when I was focusing on music in a sense of I need to be here, I need to do this, I need to do they start becoming depressed, and it started affecting them because you're like, I'm not getting here, I'm not doing that, I'm not blah, blah, blah. You kind of lose the whole point of why you even started creating music in the first place. And so now they're kind of doing like a 360 and coming back to that, like, do you know what, I need to go back and just do music because I want to do music. And you know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of people get lost in that. A lot of people, because they're like, numbers, money, level up. You know, even just in music, in life, it's like you're always told, you need to go higher, you need to go higher, you need to push, strive, better. But it's like, where is it just, when do you get to the point you're just like, no, just appreciate.
That's the thing, because
just
this
appreciate,
is a business.
Express, just enjoy what you're doing. You just not always have to be the top number one. Just enjoy it, because you never know who you're touching when you're enjoying it. Some people are connecting with it in a different level than these people that you're continuously just trying to do number one. You're connecting with people that you're thinking, I'm not even being true to myself.
That's the thing, and it's the plateau of it all. And music is a business. Let's not lie about that one. But when a lot of people are eating from you, you're going to feel rinsed. You're going to feel drained. Because a lot of people need to make money off you. They don't care if you're running on empty. But then if you look at it from a creative standpoint, a lot of the genres, when we're talking about hip-hop, jazz, R&B, the blues, rock and roll, which originated from us, these are very spiritual genres that come from pain.
Yes.
Pain, love, just everything.
Exactly.
So when you want
music
someone
was medicine, he's healing to the mind, to the soul, like.
And then you've got a machine that's expecting you to translate into popular culture.
Yeah.
And they expect you to churn out that single every month, and go on those 6 months or a year.
Yeah.
So that's why we're asking, in regards to music now, is there a shift in what you're saying on the mic now?
I've always, if you know me, I've always been that kind of conscious. You know, it's always been because what I came across, what I found was always there. You see, I believe everything's within us, you know, but we're always looking outside. Everything's around, like the videographer's around. He's right here. But we're taught to look up there. That's what music is like. Oh, you have to go higher. Work with this part. But everything you need is around you.
Yeah.
Everything is around you and within you. So what I came across was already in me. It's just I was like sparking the flame, but not sparking it properly.
Yeah, let it ignite.
It would ignite a bit and it would go down. Because so my music's always been spiritual, but I think now it's the same music. It's just now I know my identity. So I know where to. So it's not just random spirituality and positive talk and all of that. I know exactly what I'm doing, but I'm still making normal music like Road to Shalom. I'm working on same sort of music. It's just more geared towards it's more fine-tuned. So before maybe it might have been like this. Now it's just like this. Okay. But it's the same thing. Like,
so it's not as broad. It's more specific to what the message you're putting across.
Exactly. It's like Love and Frequencies. That single I dropped, which shout out, it did 2 million.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was gonna do 2 million. You couldn't. I thought Complicated was gonna do more views.
Yeah.
But again, that was a sign to me that that's where you're going, because that was just more spiritual, motivational. But it's the same thing. The music ain't changed. It's just more direct.
You know where you're going.
You're
confident. Yeah, you believe. So whatever you're doing, it's like, I know this is what I want to do.
I'm not doing and I'm working with everyone. I'm not one of them. I'm like, no, I can't work with you. No, I don't link with you. I'm not one of them people. That's silly. Like, in my opinion, like, I'm not gonna be around you because I'm not gonna link with you and do a song because no, man, I still work. I still connect because I don't know whether my energy on that song is gonna bring you to some light, or it's gonna bring some of your fans to some light. You know? So,
exactly.
Music's the same, to be fair.
Yeah.
And
just positive more.
No, of course. And for the people that don't know about you or whatever you've got coming up, where can they find you? What have you got coming up that we can expect?
So yeah, boynash.com. You can find my stuff there. I need to update that website myself. But Instagram is where I'm more active. So Instagram, check out Instagram, Boy Nash. Road to Shalom's coming. It should hopefully be next year. We'll see how it goes, man. I just move with it.
Exactly.
That's it, man.
Can't force it. When you force it, that's when things go left.
Yeah.
You have to let just it's like your spirit. Do you know what I mean? The higher purpose lead. Exactly. Yeah. Then everything will go perfectly. Exactly how it's supposed to go.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
And, do you have any? Because we do this thing where we do final takeaways for someone that doesn't have to just be music. It can be your career, your relationship, friendship, even where you stand in your family. Is there a final takeaway in regards to your belief and how you should navigate yourself within that, your life for the people?
Yeah, man. Just look for light. Just look for the positive, man. Forget anything that's negative, man. Drop it. Anything that's negative, drop it, man. Because what's going to happen, you got to stay on the positive path. Because when you're on the positive path, you're going to reach your identity. You're going to reach your truth. You get what I'm saying? That's all I'd say. Because everyone's at different journeys. Like, once upon a time I was here, but now I'm here. Do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that, I'm better than you because I'm here. No. Just stay positive. Keep believing. Keep striving. Do you get what I'm saying? And really, being an Israelite is just being the best version of yourself. Everything I study within that book or within that knowledge that I get is to become my higher self. I want to be best version that I can be of myself. That's it, really. And that's what we should all attain to be, the best versions of ourselves. You know?
Yeah, from the man himself. Listen, it's your girl Yezzi, as you have been watching or listening to Hey Sis.
Yes.
But before you go,
make sure you like, subscribe, comment, follow, and let us know what you'd want to hear, what you want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have been listening or watching Hey Sis.
Wow. That was a good one, man.
Yeah.
You definitely have to chop it up, man.
Yeah.